Sirina, your one source for leading-edge, state-of-the-art fire protection and protection systems. Safeguarding schools, businesses, hospitals, private and governmental institutions throughout the tri-state area for over a quarter of a century. Sirina, one source, one solution. Sirina is a full-service commercial and industrial fire protection and protection systems contractor, providing sales, design, engineering, installation, service and maintenance for fire sprinklers, suppression, alarm, specialty hazards, security, card access, CCTV, and emergency and mass communication systems. Typically, significant renovation projects require separate contractors for each life safety system, but Sirina makes it possible to assign major installations to a single contractor, simplifying project management and containing costs. Minority-owned and operated, Sirina employs as many as 250 professionals and is entrusted with the region's largest construction and reconstruction projects. From American Express, Hofstra and Pace University, to New York Hospital and the Castle Point VA Hospital, to Astoria Combined Cycle Energy Plant, Woodbury Common Premium Outlets, and the International Arrivals Building at JFK Airport, to Yankee Stadium, Resorts World Casino, Brookhaven National Labs, and the list keeps growing. Sirina, one source, one solution.
We're a very, very big company, but we haven't lost the boutique firm experience. When they call, a person answers the phone, we show up, we meet with them, even for a small job. It may not make us a significant amount of money, but we meet with the client. It's a long-term relationship. We walk you through a process, whether it's filing, whether it's variances, whether it's curing violations with the fire department, whatever it is. And the other thing that Sirina has that a lot of companies don't have is we have our own engineering. We've got our own fire alarm. We've got professional engineers on staff. We're able to design everything soup to nuts. And a lot of firms don't have the resources to do that. So you may be able to do it in one or two buildings, but we could take on an entire portfolio and do it in all of the buildings, which is one source for everything. It minimizes your headache.
We can do everything from a small relocate project to a power plant or a project at the airport, where we can go from beginning to end. The success of a job starts in engineering, comes into the shop, guys in the shop are what make it happen. They build the job, and we have the time to check every weld, make sure when it hits the job site we're not going to have problems, we're not going to have leaks in the field. We purchased a truck with a boom on it, helps speed up the deliveries, and it helps us boom into higher projects and cut down on some time on the projects. That helps the general contractor know that we're going to complete the job on time, within the schedule, and when the system is tested, we're not going to have problems.
Sirina is unique as an end-to-end systems innovator, seamlessly integrating HVAC, fire, security, emergency and mass communication systems, CCTV, non-emergency and critical information networks into new and existing building systems, all on one platform, all under one roof.
I think being in the center of Midtown Manhattan, we can afford to do our lunch and learns, invite customers in, and by having this customer experience here, not only for engineers, but for end users or potential clients, they can come and they can see. If you're unsure on how to operate a life safety system in a live environment, you can jeopardize many things. And by having training on a system off-site enables them to take those risks that they wouldn't normally do, or be able to be unsure, oh, what happens if I press this button? Well, let's press the button, let's see what happens. Just don't do it in a live hospital.
Why Sirina? It's not necessarily Sirina, it's the customer service you get when you call Sirina. It's the face you have, boots on the ground. You got Carl, man, and he is honestly the person who sold Sirina to me. I'll tell you, when somebody's doing their job and just going leaps and bounds over what they're supposed to be doing, that's why As long as I'm at the VA, Sirina will be at the VA. You can't afford not to have Sirina. So that's just as honest as it gets.
Well, with Sirina Fire Protection, from the onset of us calling them, we had an account manager that came down, spent time with us, told us all about the company, filled us in on what they could offer. We did a few small jobs with them, kind of got accustomed to how they work and what their attitude was towards doing work in a big building such as this. They helped us clear up a few violations and just built a relationship from there, and that's really what it's all about with anything. So we retain them as our primary building vendor, and now, fortunately for us, the market is doing great. We're leasing up a lot of space. A lot of tenants moved out, but we've already released the space, and we're pushing for Sirina to do all the fit-outs for us.
I think coming in after a large redevelopment project, which is when Sirina probably expanded the most on campus, there's been no letdown, no disconnect from that large initial project. Communication has been excellent, follow-up has been thorough, and there's really no overselling from the office. It's always about what they can do for us. It's a co-authored business relationship that for the most part is, has been expanded on month over month, year over year.
Because they did such great work, we decided, well, okay, now we're caught up now. Let's expand. Let's order the Onyx computerized fire alarm system so that we can have complete control. We can access our drawings, know where every device is, and then be able to isolate zones just by the one-point touch. Thanks to Sirina, our fire alarm system has gone from questionable to a state-of-the-art fire alarm system. Sirina was a lifesaver for us.
Sirina, over a quarter of a century of industry innovation and leadership. Seamlessly integrating fire, security, emergency, mass communications, and critical information systems all onto one platform and all under one roof. Sirina, one source, one solution.